Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. I got a lot of videos coming out this week, a lot. There's so much happening, and now we're going to talk about the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty for the fall event. It starts August 30th. Wow, it came out of nowhere. So we're going to talk all about it today. What I really want to do is I'm not going to go through line by line, day by day, and point out every single thing on sale. I want to just kind of point out things that I think stand out or that I have absolutely tried and want to recommend or tell you, hey, this might be a good time to pick it up. Also a little bit of my wish list and what I've got my eye on. And let's talk a little bit about the changes that seem like they're changing back. We'll discuss that in a minute. So if all of that interests you, stick around and we will dive right on it. All right, guys, so welcome. If you're new here, I'm Cher. I love to cover a lot of these sales, especially as it relates to beauty, because we do almost all things beauty here, but with a little sprinkle of lifestyle. Do a lot of boxes and all that, but I'm definitely all about the sales. I like to cover them for you. And so Ulta, okay, Ulta last round back in the spring, they had changed the event. They were no longer calling it the 21 Days of Beauty, and they changed it to like the Beauty Savings event. Now they actually have on their site, it says 21 Days of Beauty. So I guess they decided to change it back. I don't know if they had backlash or what happened, but nonetheless, we can call it 21 Days of Beauty again. I think we've all known it as that. And I'm like, change is hard. Why change things, Ulta? So the way that it's always worked in the past is that you have a different set of beauty items each day that are on a 50% discount sale. So what's unique about this is that's a very high amount. Like 50% off is just unheard of on these big store-wide sales. So that's like the biggest discount you get in beauty. You know, Sephora is usually, the highest you're gonna get is 30% off of actual Sephora items, but everything else is like 10% for an insider, 15% for VIB, and 20% for Rouge. So that's still nothing. You know, I mean, it really, so it is a really, really, really good deal. I guess the drawback is there's only certain items that are on that sale. Whereas with like Sephora, it's like just store wide. Pick up any of your favorite things, anything you love, and it's going to automatically be whatever that discount is you qualify for store wide. So, but still a big advantage as far as the discount goes. There's still a lot of great brands. I always consider this sale the one where I pick up more of the classics, because you don't always see like the latest breaking makeup and beauty on the Ulta sale. I mean, you do actually see some new things, and you do see some great brands that have emerged maybe even more recently, but for the most part, it's not like the absolute like latest drop that's going to be on a 50% sale. So I always think of this as like my classics and my favorites, or like something I've been wanting to do, but since it's so heavily discounted, that's my chance to do it. So that's kind of my strategy for this sale. And I think also some changes from the spring. The spring, they also were only going to let us see like a week at a time, whereas in the past, we had gotten to see everything. Well, it looks like they've gone back to showing us everything, which I love so much better. I think everybody can agree with that, because we don't, you know, we want to be able to plan ahead. We want to know like, okay, well, I want that on that day and I want this on this day, and we want to have our strategy. And maybe they got some backlash last time, because I think a lot of people were thinking that's greedy. They are thinking that we're going to go ahead and spend our money up front, not knowing what's going to be the later items or something. So I don't know what caused them to change their mind, but it does look like it's kind of back to our old way of doing things here. So let me know if you have any more insight on this sale and what changed and what made them go back to the OG. Maybe they looked at their numbers last time and it didn't go as well. I don't know. But anyway, so let's go through and talk about what all's happening on what days. One other thing I wanted to point out to you guys, I think they've done this in the past too, but they definitely did it last time. We're on the last day of the whole sale. They pretty much put like everything on 50% off. So everything that had been a deal over the last, 3 weeks, they went ahead and it was like your last chance day. So keep that in mind, that if you miss something, you might be able to watch out for that very last day where like a lot of the stuff, maybe if it wasn't sold out, is available on that last day or maybe the last 2 days. Okay, so keep that in mind too. And with that being said, let's walk through some of the things that just stand out to me, and we'll go through the list. All right, so things that stand out to me that either they stand out for me for you guys to recommend, or I want them and am wanting to try them. So day one is already calling to me. We have MAC lipsticks, and so I'm definitely a MAC lipstick girl. Most of my MAC lipsticks though are in my pro makeup kit. I probably have 20 different shades for my clients, and it's just between MAC and ABH lipsticks. Those are kind of my go-tos a lot of times in lipsticks. So for $25 is the retail value. So, you know, half off of that, you're going to be getting it for probably what you'd spend at the drugstore on lipsticks, you know, but they're back. So this is their MAC Zimmel. I don't know how you say that, honestly. Silky matte lipstick. They have a lot of different finishes, and I've kind of got all the different finishes. So just, I guess, depends on your pick. I tend towards more luminous, but for my clients, I do like to go more with a matte. So this actually is a pretty good finish because you got a little mix of matte, but in a silky formula. So yes, so Friday is your day to shop if you were needing some lippies and you especially are interested in MAC. They've also got Lang, which is one of the best like hair tool brands out there, and it looks like they've got the Airflow Styler, which I've considered too. So if you are interested in needing a new beauty tool, that is your day as well. I have done Bondi Boost many times. I have worked with their brand. So just so you know, everything I've gotten on Bondi Boost, I've gotten in PR, and I really like theirs. And so they've got quite a bit on Friday as well. This is more geared towards thinning hair. It's probably kind of like giving extra bulk. I think I have done this one. It wasn't as much of a favorite as some of their others. So just more keep in mind that it's going to be more for the thinning hair folks. And I have also gotten a lot of PR from Mayless as well. And I've talked about them before a few times, and I've had them in my empties. I love their brand. Their stuff is all named so cute. It's all like body care stuff, but they always have like the booty cream is Be Thick and the booby cream is Be Perky, you know, so I love it. Everything starts with like a B, but I love their stuff. It is really good. So if you were interested in that, grab you some that day as well. So we got a lot of good stuff on day one on just August 30th. I won't spend this much time on every day, I promise. Now, one that I am interested in because it's one I have not done but have wanted to do is Lancome, the Tint Idol Ultra Wear, basically their foundation. I've been dying to do this, and that's going to be on Saturday. So that's kind of one on my list to look at, possibly. Same day, I've noticed that this Lancome La Base primer is on sale, and I have like 2 primers that are my favorites so far in the whole wide world. This is one of them. Absolutely amazing. I do recommend it for over 40 skin. I mean, it's like putting a silk pillowcase on your skin. It is incredible. So highly recommend it. Grab it. Okay, and then on that same day, I am noticing there's an It Cosmetics brush. You'll see me talk about It Cosmetics a lot, and they're gonna have different brushes on different days. I'm probably gonna wait and recommend to you on a day where they have some brush sets, but almost any of these It Cosmetics brushes that you see on any particular days, I recommend. They're one of my favorite brush brands of all. They hold out so great, and they're so good. Like the bristles are amazing, how they blend. It Cosmetics brushes are amazing. And I just did a video on a brush guide. I went through like a whole guide of like how I use different brushes that are my favorite brushes and all. And I mentioned a lot of It Cosmetics ones, but I saw that they're going to have a day for brush sets. So I'll point that out soon when we get to that day, where I would recommend just grabbing the whole set, and then you're customized and you've got a good bit that will serve you very, very well. And on Sunday, September 1st, okay, I've done a lot of these. Olaplex is like one of my #1 shampoos. Love that one. But they have the #3 hair perfector. Thought I had it, but I don't. I have #6. But I still recommend just about anything from Olaplex. I also have a full video out there explaining all the different pieces and parts of the Olaplex system. If you need a little guide on that to know what's the right Olaplex product for you, you can go check it out. So on my list though is the Supergoop sunscreen because I hear everything about this. So this has been on my list to do. So that's on September 1st also, kind of on my wish list. We also have Grand Cosmetics Lash MD Lash Enhancing Serum. I have a whole video on this one too. I tested this out because we got it in the Allure Beauty box. Did not have good results. It actually changed the color on my eyelids. They started discoloring. There's been lawsuits over this. Do not recommend. Do not recommend, guys. Don't waste your money. Protect your eyes. And then the Too Faced Better Than SEX mascara. This is definitely a classic, tried and true. I've always done it, then I got it again in BoxyCharm, I think. And yeah, it's still a great one. So that's going to be on Sunday as well, September 1st. I also have the primer version. I don't recommend it as much, honestly. Like, it kind of makes things a little spidery and clumpy, and I didn't feel like it worked as well. So I definitely recommend the mascara, but not the primer. Here is kind of what that one looks like, just so you know. Yeah, I thought I was gonna like it, but not so much. One more thing that stands out to me on Sunday is the Ariana Grande God is a Woman perfume. Like, I've just kind of wanted to do some from Ariana Grande perfumes, so it's another one. It's not in my cart at this point, but it's just, I've got my eye on it and thinking about it while I'm strategizing my wish list. All right, Monday, September 2nd, they have the Solar Wave wand on sale. This was gifted to me, PR gifted, and I've had it for a couple years, and I used it religiously for a little while. I actually did an entire video on this too, testing it out, showing you guys the results. But it's 4-in-1. It has microcurrent, red light therapy, therapeutic warmth, and vibrating massage. And there's just so many skincare benefits of all of these. I talk all about it in that video too, but definitely this is a fantastic one. It's so easy too because it's portable and easy, and it's like, you don't have to put a big red light mask on. You don't have to pull out the separate microcurrent. It's just like one of the easiest way to get all 4 of these skincare benefits into one. So definitely recommend these. So while it's on sale, check it out. I will show you real quickly what it looks like and portable it is, and see it's turning on, and you just basically rub across your face, and you do it for a few minutes each night, and you are good to go. All right, and then 2 more items I see on that day that I'm actually interested in, and this is more of a wish list for me. I would love to check out these Tarte Man-Eater Cheek Plumps. So it looks like some liquid blush. So I'm very curious. And then the other one is Briogeo Scalp Revival Shampoo. So I always need shampoo. I go through it so fast, and I love Briogeo. So I'm like, anytime I see a good shampoo brand on sale for half off, I might just grab it. So I might get that Briogeo. On Tuesday, September 3rd, I noticed they have the Kiehl's Creamy Eye Treatment with Avocado. We got these little guys in our Macy's Beauty box when they did the Kiehl's Takeover box. You guys, oh my goodness gracious. So excited that I own this. It definitely has that like green, creamy, it's so good. Like everything from Kiehl's that I have done from that box, I'm in love. It is such a good brand, and that is why it is such a good seller. So highly recommend if you can get this half off, because Kiehl's is expensive. So great deal. Okay, and then I was just gonna point out, I just noticed in our Ipsy spoilers video that I just filmed, I did the add-on spoilers, and one of the add-ons for, I think, Boxy was this Bobbi Brown Pot Rouge blush. It's a cream blush that's multitasking for both lips and cheeks. So if you're an Ipsy member and you are curious about this one, check out where you're going to get a better deal. If you're going to get a better deal with half off on this Ulta sale, or if you'll get a better deal with your Ipsy add-ons. I just wanted to point that out, that it is available on this day. I didn't even say the day, did I? That was Wednesday, September 4th. Sorry about that, guys. I have noticed that on Thursday, September 5th, there are a bunch of Morphe brush sets. I talked about in my brush set video how Morphe, and in my beauty news videos I've done recently, Morphe has gone under. Basically, they're not going to be selling here in the US anymore, and they have closed their doors in the UK. There is a little piece of it that's possibly being revived. I don't know. We're going to see how that plays out. But basically, there's not going to be any new, you know, Morphe products here in the US. So these brushes are probably old. And so I'm actually not surprised to see them on sale. So if you want any last remaining Morphe brushes, I guess grab them. But I honestly don't recommend Morphe brushes. I did love the Jaclyn Hill Morphe collab eyeshadow brush set. And that's one of the like ones that I stocked up on a whole bunch of them for my clients. But in general, I do not like Morphe brushes. They fall apart very easily for me. Like all the little hairs came out, and I don't love the bristles. They aren't as soft and blending as some of my favorites. So I actually don't really recommend it. But on the same day is Benefit Cosmetics Fan Fest mascara. We've gotten this several times in Ipsy too, and it is a fantastic mascara. I think I've emptied it and used it up, so I don't have any with me, but it is so, so, so good. It really does give the fan effects to the lashes. So highly recommend that one. All right, and then if you guys have been around my channel, you will know I'm an ABH girl. I love just about everything ABH. And on Friday, September 6th, they have the blush sticks on sale. And I love this thing. Oh my gosh, this is so, so pretty. And I like the blend. I love the packaging. So I pointed out both as a recommendation for you, but also as a wish list for me to get more shades possibly. So definitely love these. Actually, the ones on here, they look more like a plastic packaging, so they may be different, but I still point that out. There's also, it looks like maybe the contour stick. So any of these like sticks, yeah, the whole line, just, I'm going to be eyeing that day. Okay, Saturday, September 7th. I have not had the chance to share this with you guys yet. The YSL Black Opium perfume, or fragrance, because it might be unisex. I don't remember. It has kind of a unisex feel to it. Oh my goodness. So I got this PR gifted and just recently. So again, I have not even been able to bring you guys like fragrance rankings or empties video, not empties, but like hits or misses or anything. Just recently got it, and I was not expecting to like it at all because I could just tell even from the packaging, I'm not usually into like unisex or like anything. It looks like it would be a leathery perfume or something. I ended up really liking this. I can't believe it. It has hints of coffee in it. That might be why, but it's not strong. I ended up really loving it, guys. And so you're going to be seeing probably a reel or a short from me pretty soon here with this because I can't believe I love it. Now, they also gifted me another perfume. Spoiler alert, I am not a fan of the other one at all. So I'll tell you about that in another like hit or miss video coming soon. But this one actually was a hit. And so this is on Saturday, September 7th. So let me read you the notes in it. Warm and spicy women's perfume. It has rich vanilla, white floral, and coffee. So I think, is this a flanker? It might be. There is an original of it, and this is a reinvention of it. So I think that's what it is. I love it though. Like, it's not my usual fragrance family. And maybe that coffee part almost gives it the slightest like gourmand feeling, but it has like these, yeah, it has all the notes that I kind of still like floral and vanilla, but in, I don't know, like in a more like nightlife, sexier way, but yet it's light. It's very light and airy too. So absolutely love this perfume. I love it. So I wanted to point that one out, and I'm so excited about it. So yeah, I probably would never have picked it up because I would never have expected to like this, knowing my very feminine perfume notes usually. So I'm so glad that I was actually gifted it to try. So that day is a really good one, September 7th. A few things I want. You know, you've got this perfume, but you've also got Ole Henriksen. This is the Banana Bright Vitamin C Brightening Eye Cream. A really good one. I don't have it. I probably won't get it. It's not on my list to get and mull over because I just have so much skincare that I don't need it, but I definitely would love to get it in like Ipsy or something. But I figure I will point out the Wow, the color Wow. This is a travel size, just like what they're advertising. So this is the size, you know, to give you a feel for it. And this is the Dream Coat Supernatural Spray. So this is another good one I'm glad I've gotten to try Color Wow, so a good time to pick one of these up. It's kind of like, it helps with humidity proof, which I need a lot of here in Florida. A lot of times I'll spray it down just when I see these little frizzies hanging out, you know. So, but it says it magically transforms texture. Whoops, I'm supposed to use it only every 3 to 4 shampoos. Sometimes I just spray this puppy down, so I might be overusing it a bit, but still a really good one. If you're interested in it, grab it on that day. And then they also have that Tartelette XL tubing mascara. I know a lot of people are into tubing mascaras these days. I think they're into the Tarte one. So if that's of interest to you, it's going on that day. I don't really want it. I don't need any more mascaras, but figured I'd just point it out. And then on September 8th, I think here is a classic that you just need if you need a good eyeshadow primer, and that is the Urban Decay Cosmetics eyeshadow primer. Absolutely oldie but goodie, must have if you are looking for a good primer. I mean, that's the day for you. Tuesday, September 10th, the main thing that stands out to me is the ABH mascara. You guys, I love the ABH mascara. I don't have any here because I've emptied it, but so good. Definitely recommend that one. If you got your eye on mascara, grab that one. Okay, and then on Thursday, September 12th, sorry, I've skipped over a couple that just don't excite me and don't stand out to me that much, but on Thursday, I see that they have the Lancome All Over Concealer, another one I've wanted to do. So in addition to the foundation, so that will be another one possibly I look at as a possibility in my cart. Friday, September 13th. Oh, we have a Friday the 13th. I just realized. Wow. Okay. Anyway, for me, for sure, what's going to be in my cart, no doubt, without a doubt, is going to be my Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil. And I may stock up on a few because this is my number one. Y'all see it all the time. My number one brow pencil. I use this. This is my favorite. And I hate when I run out. So I think I'm just going to stock up like crazy. On the same day, they've also got MAC Studio Radiant Serum Foundation, which I have been considering trying, especially for clients, possibly. You know, anything like MAC is great in like the pro line and for my pro kits. So it's another one I might look at. And of course, they have MAC Fix Plus as well, more IT Cosmetics brushes. So that's a pretty good day. So Friday the 13th, remember that. That's going to be one you don't forget anyway. Saturday, September 14th. This is where I really wanted to point out these IT Cosmetics brushes. And so here's where they have the brush sets. This is what I really recommend. Honestly, I don't think you go wrong with any of these sets because these are all good ones. You've got one that's your superheroes, full size travel makeup set. You've got, it looks like maybe a powder brush, maybe a foundation brush, but it's going to be more of the flat kind. So this is not going to be a fluffy, good stiffling one for you. More if you prefer that finish, and some eyeshadow brushes, it looks like. But then the one I'd probably be most interested in and recommend the most would be the Airbrush Masters 6-piece Advanced Brush Set, because you're going to get more of like a kabuki foundation, what looks like maybe a powder, and then a blusher, like contour that's fluffy. That is probably the one I would go for if I was getting a set. But any of them probably will not steer you wrong. It just depends on your needs of what you need in brushes. The same day is some Buxom, some Select Plump Shot lip serums. Have still been wanting to do them, so that's on my wish list. I also figured I'd point out the IT Cosmetics. There's the CC Plus Nude Glow. I think this is the CC Cream, which I've always loved so much. And recently they gifted me the matte version of it that's newly formulated. This looks like it might be maybe the glowy version of it. So I'm curious to try it. I hope maybe I could get it in PR. But yeah, so that kind of just stands out to me. It might be on my wish list too. And on the same day too, they've still got the ABH Brow Powder Duo and a brush with it. So if you're more into your brow powders, still love the ABH for brows. So that one stands out to me to point out. And I also wanted to point out that they have Coach perfume on this day. So this is definitely a temptation to throw in my cart just because I'm like, I would love to own Coach perfume. Hello. So let's look at the notes on it. So this is Dreams perfume. It evokes the freedom and adventure of a road trip across America. Fragrance family is floral. Scent type is woody and earthy. Keynotes, the top ones are orange and gardenia, middle are cactus flower, and base is Joshua tree. I have never heard of the middle and base notes. So interesting. I don't know if I'd like it or not, but I'm like, Coach perfume, I want to try it. When you think about it, Coach anything being marked down by 50% is a pretty crazy steal. So I'm just saying. So then a few more items on my wish list. Sunday, September 15th, you've got the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Instant Retouch Setting Powders. I would love to do these. I've been wanting to do more like a base from her and get like more setting powders and just try a lot more. So that's on my list. And then there's also some Urban Decay Cosmetics lipsticks, and these are hydrating ones. Definitely on my list too. Well as, okay, I know I said that I don't need any more skincare. However, when it's Lancome, I make an exception. This is the Renage skincare line. Lancome skincare is like one of my favorites of all. Like I just love everything from them, but this one is like quite luxurious. So if you can get a 50% off deal on it, like I would recommend it. All right, and another one on Monday, September 16th, I definitely wanted to point out anything from Beauties. I love this brand. So the Skin Perfector, Universal C Skin Perfector is so good. And this is the eye version of it, eye cream version. So they have this one on that day. It's an online offer only, but of course, you know, I'll certainly be shopping online probably myself for all these, but definitely one I highly recommend. This brand is amazing. And the vitamin C, it's like the way they were able to stabilize it is very unique and able to like patent that. And it's just like revolutionary skincare, and it's so good. I do have a relationship with the brand and get PR from them, but I had discovered them through you guys, through like Ipsy and all, or one of the beauty boxes, and tried it and fell in love first before establishing a relationship with them, just so you know. But fantastic stuff. So highly recommend if you can scoop it up. It's also pretty pricey usually too, so a good one to get half off. And on that same day, they've got the Stila, how do y'all say it? I always say it wrong. The Stila liquid shadows. These are fantastic for bridal makeup. My favorite shade is Kitten. It's kind of your standard like champagne-y, bright, neutral colored, popping highlight type eyeshadow. It's like a really pigmented shadow or like highlight basically. So fantastic, and love it if you love that sparkle, or if you're in, you know, a makeup artist too, doing bridal makeup or something like that. This is kind of a standard thing in bridal makeup. On September 19th on Thursday, and it had the Lancome Monsieur Big Mascara. So this one is great for like extra volume. Really good one, really like it. I'm telling y'all, I love Lancome. This was gifted to me by them too, but I don't just say that because they're gifted to me. I absolutely am a Lancome fangirl. Like I love their stuff. All right, so that was everything that stands out to me. So, you know, I didn't go through every single item, but we did kind of walk through the days and things that stood out for me on whether, you know, I've tried it and recommend it for you, or think that it might be something people want to check out, or if it's on my wish list than I want. So anyway, that was it. So yes, I'm going to be mulling over my list, and, you know, there might be a few things I do pick up here. Definitely the benefit day for sure with the brows. You can guarantee that one, but maybe a few other things that I've been wanting to check out that are on my wish list. So be looking for my possible Ulta haul at some point in the future, and let me know if there's anything you have your eye on and what you're picking up on this sale, and if this was helpful. And yeah, and if you have any insight on these changes and why they went back to kind of the old way again, let me know too. I'd love to hear. And with that, make sure you stick around and pop that subscribe, turn the notification bells on so you don't miss more sale coverage, lots of beauty and reviews, all the fun that we do here in the future. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye.